Alright, hello to all my guys, gals, and non-binary pals out there across the electrical ocean. This is Jazzman, and you may be asking what manner of fell necromancy has deigned to recover this fossil from his long-forgotten grave. And, well, the answer is MentalMoles. He's playing full faction Forsaken Waste, and he has risen me from my slumber given me the drive and the motivation to record some more games for the glorious channel. And he's against Binksy, or binkX? Yeah, I'm going to call him Bink, on that UD salamen type beat. He's got Nephri Torch. Interesting position for it. I'm thinking that this is maybe like a blocker for another relic that's going to be back here in case of Seism. Because I think like the only reason you put the torch up front like this is when you have a more important relic that you want to use it as a block for. It's usually what happens when you're against stuff like FW that's known to run Skeletal Excavator and shit for Seism. But we've got Fire Salamen here putting up the Flame Armor. He has 7 defense. Holy shit, where did he get 7 defense? They're like armaments. That's +1 defense from that. Another 1 from the Flame Armor, and then, he has Provision Offense. Okay, so that's basically just that. 4 defense here, and then, yeah. So Fire Salamen's getting, it's kind of chonky. 7 defense, and then damage shield. So, Bink has made quick work of that Skeletal Raider. But yeah, Moles, so Moles is currently our rank 1 player, and it's not actually Moles, it's like Hardy or one of the other British boys, but he's on that Death Benefit deck of his. I guess he got tired of like whatever else he was running. He was running monks for a while, I think. He runs a bunch of random shit. But that's what you can do as rank 1. You can run pretty much whatever you want. I think Alakami has been on leave for a while. He's been busy with other stuff. That's why he can't like fight for his top position anymore the way he used to. Man's getting old. Man, he's getting up there in years. He's growing out that hair. He already had pretty long hair from what I remember, and now he's just like he's rolling around in the retirement home now, just like me. But Cleric of Unrest, so the next Lich, yeah, that Sirkin got 10 Nora off his cost because of the Cleric of Unrest with leverage here. So it's just going to be, so the thing is, Bink has recovered the Nora Globe from that Raider, and he actually dealt with the Mercenary that had dropped quite easily as well. His champs are on 0 AP, so maybe we could, I don't know, see like a Steal Life for a kill. But Sirkin can get off 2 hits here on this Sentry, and taking out the Sentry is nice because you get rid of the armaments. Doesn't have any equipped yet, so the Provision Utility will be out of there. And then you won't have to worry about Shatter Summons for your... I'm assuming he's running some summons because he's on Death Benefit. Maybe he has Bone Elemental in there. I haven't seen his deck at all, but got the hit. So Mind Flayer Queen is leaping for another hit. Oh, is there actually going to be a Steal Life? Okay, it's going to be a Soul Bane. All right, be lame. I see Soul Bane a lot more frequently. It's just because it's more like more reliable. Steal Life requires you to run at least a couple punished champs or some other kind of like AP drain. But Soul Bane is just like 40 loss of life. It's 40 Nora for 15 loss of life, just instantly. And I think it kind of competes with Essence Drain in the sense that if you're not doing more than 30 HP with Essence Drain, then it's probably just better to run Soul Bane and get the damage from your champs. But the Despoil here grabs the globe, prevents any spells to follow up. I think, so this is, I guess, maybe a subject of some debate among Forsaken Waste, the wizened old Forsaken Waste veterans. I would always run Pounce on Mind Flayer Queen. You do lose the 7-speed aspect of Leap, but I think being able to Pounce in your second form is a lot more valuable, because when you're in your second form with the Queen, you can't Leap, but you can Pounce. So you can sort of maneuver the Headless Wandering Champion into play from like wherever you want using Pounce. Whereas Leap is just dead on its slot if you take Leap and you die. So you can still Poison Sting, I guess, but I think I would run her like 71, I believe, with like warding and swapping Poison Sting and for Pounce. Yeah, so like swapping Leap for Pounce, but then not taking Poison Sting. I don't know. It just seems like it's it's easier for me to maneuver like that. But Sirkin here is he's coming all the way up for a Frost Cone on that. No, it's probably just a regular attack for a... he doesn't quite have the damage for a kill, but he is going to dictate that Mind Flayer, and he is going to Frost Cone, actually. Okay, so we can maybe see an Invig here from the Cleric. Yeah, and then he's going to get the last hit on the Appraiser. And that Fire Salaman still has 6 defense. And what is he? He's getting 4 from the Flame Armor again. Flame Armor at cooldown too, and I guess Frost Armor... Wait a minute. He didn't get the kill. He teleported away? That's interesting. I don't know if he needed... Like, he was in Dead Magic Zone. I mean, I guess you're in double hit range of Fire Salaman if you do that, but I feel like he still had... No, he would have been on 0. It was maybe risky, but I mean, you've got your Mind Flayer Queen blocking here, right? Like, Berkchani can't walk around that. So Sirkin should have been safe, even after the double tap here from Fire Salaman, because you take out the Appraiser, and then I guess you eat an Arc Blade, but you're safe from spells. So, I mean, if you're playing Death Benefit, Sirkin is like the one you want to stay alive as much as possible, so... Probably better to play safe with him and just, play their routes, play to the long game. So down goes the Queen, and notably no Nora Globe is dropped. I feel like that's not like a bug, but it's also, I don't know if it's intended either, because Rider champs do drop Nora Globes in the second form, but Headless champs do not. And, I think Headless is like an older... No, because Rider champs existed since like the first expansion, right? You had Bloated Toad, I think, with Boghopper Rider. So I don't know why the distinction in the code is there like that, but Sirkin is safe for now. That's the important thing. And we've got Rejuvenating Fountain and then a Nephrite Exchange. So Nephrite Exchange, after its buff, is actually a really damn good relic, I gotta say. I never thought I'd see the day when Nephrite Exchange... used to be one of the worst markets, but now it's looking good. You got Train Damage and the 10 HP heal for 20 Nora. And the funny thing about markets is you get a 2 Nora refund when they come into play from their own market ability. I don't know how that works. Like the relic gets a refund from itself despite not yet being in play. They're like, ugh. That throws me off every time I see it happen. We've got the Revenant here, and interesting, he's running the actual Revenant champion. He's got Logistics procced. He's not bad, it's just, I guess I'd rather run, like, Polluted Martyr or something. Like a champion that's actually useful rather than a Revenant. I get, like, Revenant is cheaper up front, of course, but Polluted Martyr refunds a huge chunk of Nora when it dies. So it ends up costing about the same. And then Polluted Martyr can actually, like, hit and do stuff on the board. Revenant just hexes and then he kind of dies. I don't think a singular use of Hex is enough to, I guess, warrant the cheap slot. I'd rather run, like, Skeletal Berserker for a cheap, short-lived guy. Because Berserker has 8 speed and he can actually get to fonts and shit. I mean, Revenant, I guess, has reinforcement too right out of the gate. A lot of top-tier players will prioritize on-deploy AP rather than potential AP with stuff like Berserker, like higher speed versus instant AP through initiative or reinforcement. The higher level players will tend to prefer these abilities over something like that. But Berkchani here getting buffed out the ass. I'm not even going to try and read all of these abilities. He just has Shield of Flame, and 24 damage from all the Ingenuity procs, and Underdepths, and Nephrite Exchange +2, and Sirkin is looking... I mean, he's on Dead Magic Zone in a Shrine, so he's safe from, like, single target spells, but... given that the Nephrite Torch is around, I feel like not many spells are going to go down anyway. That's always the downside when playing Salamen, is that you never get access to Forglar's amazing spell selection, and you kind of have to make up for it with champs. And boy, do they ever. Like, holy shit, look at this damage. 25, like, where is all this coming from? Plus 14. He's getting all, like, 3 Ingenuity procs. 1, 2, 3, and then he's getting +3 from Empowered, +2 from the bonus. That's a lot of extra damage, man. I don't know. Salamen UD seem a little crazy. I mean, Sirkin's alive, so that's still good for moles. I mean, he can pull back and, like, they get so much damage, but they also get so tanky because of the constant evasive procs. I don't know. I think something's got to give here. I don't think evasive 3 counterattack melee Berkshani with 25 damage should be possible, but I don't know, like, what would be the best way to hit that? Like, you could... Oh, he's running Polluted Martyr. Okay, so he has both. Yeah, like, what would be... I guess you could maybe cap the Ingenuity to, like, 1 proc per turn, but I feel like that would be too harsh a nerf. So Berkshani's going to get hit here, counterattack, going to trigger... You could have moved the Revenant for minus defense, like minus melee specialist. But he's got to move the Revenant to intercept that Privateer, so Privateer doesn't get to the font. I don't think he can Relic Contest, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think he can still Relic Contest with his AP. No, he can't. Never mind. I was wrong. Because Ensnared, and he also has the Engaged. So 5, and then he costs 3 per move. I thought it was 2 for some reason. This goes to show how little I've played since the last patch. There's going to be in the next couple of weeks or so, there's going to be a big patch, and I'm totally going to be playing a lot more during that. It's just right now I'm kind of busy planning for a trip to Japan I'm taking in October with my cousins, so a lot goes into that. I've got a bunch of stuff on the back burner in my own life, and no one probably wants to hear about that because it's boring. But we got Lost Queen here on 5 HP. Is there going to be... So there's no spells. Like, how is he going to finish through Final Word? I guess you could go Head of Osiris as a relic to kill that Lost Queen. You could go... Not Lava Trap, but... what's that other one that makes lava? Fire Ruby, I guess? To prevent her movement, and then just... She's kind of stuck there. But if he lets her live, that... I mean, she took a bunch of hits. There's another Binding Chains coming in, plus aura damage. And then maybe a Curse on top of that. So, Binx's champions are not looking too good. Okay, yeah, there's the Head of Osiris, taking 8 damage. So Disease Breath coming in. Nice, squishy sounding, icky Disease Breath sound effect. Credit to Sephorig for that one. Fellow co-commentator. I guess that's sort of one of the reasons now that I mention it, one of the reasons that I haven't been uploading much is because, like, we've gotten a bunch of new commentators on the channel lately. Mirier and, like, Sephorig has been uploading. And then we've also got, I think, didn't T-Ninja upload a video or 2 earlier? But we've also got Zenkless uploading videos on his own personal channel, and I think he's going to be moving to the glorious Poxnora channel in the coming days. So there's a bunch of new people here, and I'm like, okay, that takes some of the pressure off of me. I don't have to record as much. But it's like, then I never find the motivation to record, because it's like, okay, the channel has games. Like, I don't need to put games because it's not like my channel, it's the channel, right? But, maybe there are people out there who are actually missing the sound of my voice. So all of you Jazzman fans out there will be happy for this video. So we've got Polluted Martyr. Okay, so Berkshani's down to 5. Everyone's looking kind of unhealthy after that turn. You could maybe, like, just... Oh, he's 1 HP, yeah. You could use him to drop a relic in the font, I guess. Maybe like a nice Grimwell to get all these melee champions of their balls in a knot or whatever. But it looks like Revenant is instead going to hit the Berkshani. He's down to... Yeah, he's going to die to the dots. But he is giving up the font to do this, and that's... I mean... It's probably okay. Like, Sirkin... again, as long as Sirkin is alive. I feel like Sirkin's not going to last another turn, though. Fire Salaman can just shoot it with a firebow or whatever, you know? And then a Frostblade can come in. Skeletal Raider. Ooh, I think Moles was a little late on that deploy. He could have... I think he was looking to contest with the Relic with that Raider initiative, but he ran out of time. Sag. But that's a lot of Nora globes for Bink. That's like 30 Nora at least in these globes. So he's going to be able to deploy something nice and big, maybe even a double deploy at that mid font. And then, of course, the side font here is completely open for the privateer to take. So I think this might actually be the end of the game, I would say, for Moles. Like, he couldn't really capitalize. Like, it's just taking too long, you know, for Sirkin to ramp up. Like, Sirkin has 18 damage, and that's after 7 deaths. Meanwhile, all Bink has to do is drop a single equip, and suddenly Privateer has more than that. So death benefit is quite a bit too slow. It's interesting he's not going for the side font here. He's going to try and gun that Sirkin down. I would have probably just gone for the font. Like, you take the font here, you already have control of mid. There's like nothing over here unless there's a stealth deploy that I missed. But yeah, Sirkin goes down to the firebow as expected, and then I guess Fire Salaman's going to drink... Oh no, he can't drink the healing potion. He forgot that healing potion is 1 AP, and he burned it all. So Salaman Investigator comes down. I guess Bink is like confident in his position enough that he doesn't feel the need to contest, and he instead wants to just take out the threat of Sirkin in the late game. But I mean, like Moles isn't out of it yet. I think if Bink had have drunk that healing potion, and like, I mean, he's out of Polluted Martyr's range, I guess. But Invigorate could always change that. Yeah, I think drinking that healing potion would have been better for him than just like sitting on it and not being able to activate it, you know, because he would have had like 22 HP, could have survived the charge plus the Polluted Martyr auto. He's not even in range of like the Rejuvenating Fountain or anything, so moving back into the font like this doesn't help him too much. Got, I guess Investigator here is going to get some AP from that death. It's funny how the globe, so the globe actually spawns like the break the line triggers, and the globe, yeah, he got knocked back into the font, and then the globe spawned within Bink's collection range instead of Moles being able to grab it. A little bit unfortunate for him there. But Mole's not going to give up. I mean, he is playing Forsaken Waste. At the end of the day, Forsaken Waste is a grind your ass out faction. So maybe he can like live long enough for Sirkin to come back or something. Maybe that's what he's banking on. Or maybe just banking on like death benefit being that strong. Martyr here, probably going to get a Disease Breath on both of these guys. Would be better than just trying to hit into the 6 defense evasive, you know? Yeah, those are some scary, scary looking stats. I was surprised to see that Bink, like, I mean, I guess, yeah, Investigator is cheap. Like, I would have figured he'd have the Nora for another deploy after grabbing all 3 of those globes. But I guess not. So there goes the Investigator. Capping the font. I feel like Moles could have deployed that Martyr over here, right? Like, why would he concentrate everything in this area when he knows, like, trying to push into this font is, it's dubious, I guess, at best. I mean, I feel like Bink is just going to drop another deploy here, and then, like, these Martyrs have kind of like a half-life to them. There's not really a good way for Moles to get back to that top font either, right? Like, you can't send the Martyrs there through this passageway because it's only big enough for a 1x1. Like, by the time like these guys get around this cliff and get into there, then they'll be within their short-lived death timer will be up, you know. But Privateer deploy at mid, so yeah, Bink is just consolidating his position right now. And we'll see what Moles does. I mean, his charge is down, can't really get a kill anywhere. I get like he could sneak. Okay, I was gonna say he put the Raider in the font first, like right about here or something. But yeah, because you want the Raider in position to potentially grab that side font if possible. City's gonna get a hit on the Martyr, and this hit is good because it'll decay the Privateer. And because of Defiling Aura, he can't cleanse that with the Purified. So he'll be taking a little bit extra damage from that regen decaying him at the start of turn. We could maybe see another Soulbane here just to get the finishing blow, but again, that would leave another globe for Bink. I think Bink has gotten like every single globe this game, except the one globe, the single solitary globe that Moles used Despoil for earlier. Probably not worth it in the grand scheme of things. Like, it got him 1 globe, and it, I guess, protected from spells, technically, but Bink isn't running any spells, so it's kind of pointless. Imagine if you played the Despoil on that turn with the 3 globes. Ooh, that would have been something. Yeah, it's always annoying when you run a bunch of anti-spell shit and your opponent drops like one of these relics, and it's like, well, fuck. They just wasted like 3 slots in my deck for a scenario that's never going to come up. But I think Bink here is in a good place. He can kill this Raider. This Martyr's time is up. He's going to die. And then, so Investigator is probably just going to sit, block up this choke point, and then this Martyr, I mean, you don't really have to hit it. You just sort of back off and let it die, and then you get the font. He's going to waylay it with this Investigator here. And Appraiser, I mean, what is Appraiser doing? Where are you going, my man? He's going to get in range, I guess, for Ingenuity, yeah, because it gives damage. And then, yeah, Flameheart Pauldron. So Investigator gets some AP from that. Which Ingenuity is the one gives AP here? Oh yeah, he got it from the Armaments ability. So Aquatic Armaments, and then he has Provision Offense. So multi-attack, letting him make a hit here, and then a Sheol Firebow on the Sentry. So this Martyr is toast. I think it's toast. It's 7, 18. Oh yeah, it's Garbanzo Beans, my man. So interesting, he went for the Martyr instead of the Raider. I guess Martyr is definitely more threatening as a like an offensive piece. But Nephri Exchange, healing up the Privateer along with the healing potion there from Appraiser. Cooldown 2 on all these potions. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Because Action Potion also has a cooldown of 2, I believe. So it's basically... I've heard Alakami say before that it's like better in different circumstances than in Vig 2. Like in Vig 2 is better in like the mid game, whereas Action Potion is better for early game. And I would probably agree with that. I think the advantage of Action Potion is that you can just put it on something and you don't have to use it immediately. You can wait until it's absolutely necessary to like grab a font or something. And then because of the cooldown too, you can put it on something and then give it another 4 AP later with a second Action Potion, because the cooldown will be up before the duration of 6 turns expires. So you can basically give something 8 AP spot if you want and use it that way. Whereas in Vig, it's a little more telegraphed where it's going to go, you know? But it's more consistent in mid game for sure, because it doesn't require, like, Action Potion and Healing Potion get screwed by Distract, whereas in Vig, I guess, does as well, but you can keep your in Vig champ behind the front lines usually and use it as a more hardcore support. I don't know, I feel you could make the argument that it should be cooldown 3, especially Action Potion, but probably not a necessary nerf, I would think. And Healing Potion is just sort of Rage Potion, I feel like, could use a buff. Rage Potion, I never find myself taking Rage Potion on, like Imp Alchemist is a good example. Like, I always take Contaminate. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone takes Contaminate because it's just flat out more damage. There's really no good reason why you'd need Rage Potion over that. And I think the same is true for all Rage Potion users. I think it's just, like, it's the worst potion by far. It could maybe go up to, like, +4 damage? I'd say +5. Yeah, why not? +5 for 1 AP, and then it's sort of like a slightly better, slightly worse hostile in that regard. But down goes the rate. Yeah, so nothing... Well, while I was yapping there, nothing much happened. It was basically just Bink capitalizing on those 2 kills there. And now he's going to kill the Mercenary, get his font back again. Moles has been down this side font for a while. I'm wondering if he even cares. Like, I feel like this Korag... Like, he could massive leap over the cliff here, but I feel like he's not going to. I think he's just going to run mid with that thing and cause some chaos. It's an interesting strategy. I mean, like, Moles doesn't really have a good, like... He doesn't have a win con right now. He's just sort of, like, throwing meat into the fray and hoping it lands on, you know, the wall. It's not sticking, my dude. You gotta try something else. Like there's nothing you're working towards here. You're just kind of stalling out the game. And eventually, I think Bink, like, he needs to realize that he's at the advantage right now. He needs to get in there and start pummeling this fucking shrine or something. Because like, look at his champs. Like, why is he so far back? Like he's literally just inviting this Korag into mid font. And, you know, saying, please come into my house, make a mess of my couch, raid my fridge, you know? And Korag is saying, well, don't mind if I do. And he's going to crushing charge right in there and just sit in mid font for a while, you know? Like, you got the 3 font to none advantage and you're not doing anything with it. So, I don't know. Korag just picking apart the relics here in the back line. Like, taking out the font is kind of invaluable for moles because it means there's like no consistent source of healing anymore, no cleanse for all the dots. So I feel like Bink could definitely use some lessons in aggression right here, and especially like with the revenants constantly coming out hexing things, you want to take advantage of these in between turns wherever possible, you know. Now High Warlock is something that could potentially lead to a win con for moles because of the Ravish, right? I feel like if moles gets Sirkin back in play, and then ravishes something like a polluted martyr onto that, it'll give him a big enough boost to maybe hold out. But like as it is, moles doesn't even have like Unholy Tomb down or anything to give him Nora. He doesn't have Tome of Hate for the constant global damage tick. He just kind of, again, like just tossing away his champions. Now the thing about Salamen, the thing is, the way the deck tends to play is there's only so many equips, right, you can put on your champions. Like, see here, Bink is loading up on all these equips, but after that, like, his champions, they're at like their maximum potential, right? After the ingenuity stacks wear off, like, his damage is just going to be back to normal again, and he won't have anything. Like, he'll be just his normal self again. And after that sort of power spike winds down, that's when moles could potentially make a comeback play. So moles is kind of just looking to ride out this wave, I suppose. Because after this, I mean, the equips are on the champions, and barring any pilfer from the sentry, like, you can do that once, right, every 4 turns. But after that, it's kind of, your champions are kind of locked to where they are, you know. And Salamen Dervish, Jesus, Cloak of Long Knives on Salamen Dervish is very, it's scary, man. You stealth up and then just shadow shift into something with like 25 damage, just make a mess of everything. I wish he would get like a Whirl of Blades back. It's such a shame that he had to lose his signature ability because of, I mean, I guess because of abuse, you know, like there's no other way to put it. Like, people were abusing this thing in equip decks because of the damage he could stack up and just walk around, like, one-shotting things between like, you could walk around on all 4 spaces, kill everything with your 25 damage equip. But here comes the Shatter. Was that? Yeah, that was Moles' Shatter. And then there's the Firebomb from Warlock. So I think the Shatter here actually, yeah, so he got rid of the Fire Eater, I think, on the Flame Heart. What did he shatter? Yeah, no, Flame Heart Pauldron for the loss of loyalty, I guess. So we shattered that, and then firebombed everything, and then maybe, no, I think both Martyrs are on cooldown now. You could maybe, I was thinking like deploy one and then Disease Breath for a couple kills. But leaving the, ooh, that's a perfect kill on Investigator. 2 HP, he'll die to Chard. And then, okay, well, I guess he finishes for the, he finishes with the Cleric so that Corey can get the Globe. And I guess this also means Corey contests the Font for a turn, taking away that deploy option for Bink. There's another Lost Queen. So yeah, Mole's just grinding the shit out of these Salamen. Into the meat grinder, brothers. So down goes Corey. I mean, it leaves the Globe for Bink, so that's something, I guess. But the Revenant here is probably just going to get one-shot by the Dervish. I'd definitely try and see about targeting the Warlock if possible, though. I don't think... Salamen don't have any, like, relocate or anything, do they? What does that relic do now? The Pool of Dreams... Not Pool of Dreams. Pond of Lilies. I thought it gave like relocate to Salamen or something. Or is that Bridge to Nowhere I'm thinking of? Probably Bridge to Nowhere. Yeah, down goes the Revenant, and then Privateer gets in the Warlock's face. Fire Eater going to be a big pain in the... Oh no, that's Fire Feed. Okay. Yeah, so Fire Feed... Not going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, he's going to deal some damage here and heal, I guess. But yeah, Bink, like again, like Bink's Power Spike from the equips is going to be wearing off next turn. So he did, I mean, he did get some good stuff done with that. Mole, he killed the Korag, he cleaned up the summons, and he's basically, like, he's still deploying from the side font. Salamen Hunter here. Salamen Hunter could easily, like, if you could move the Salamen Hunter this way and, like, start taking pot shots at the shrine from 8 range, I think that'd be a good play. Because it would divert some of Moles' forces. The thing is with cheat meat, like death benefit style though, like he'll probably just deploy another Revenant and start whacking that Salamen Hunter at some point. So it's risky, but I mean it'll put more pressure on the shrine, which Bink desperately needs. Like right now, his champions are just getting picked apart, you know? This freshly deployed Privateer is already down to 8 HP. This other one's at 30 HP. It's not looking too good. And then, I don't know, Dervish. Dervish is looking spicy, man. I kind of want to run Dervishes myself now, just looking at this. I think Equipment Boon, it's neat on, like, Magnapede, because Magnapede can get Equipment Boon and Surged equipped. So you can get double, like, basically +2 damage for every equipment in play. And he splits, right? So you can get a bunch of splits in play with, like, 30 damage from all the equipment. There is a Haunting Grip from Moles. So Moles has sort of refrained from casting spells of late because of the Nephrite Torch in the back. But I guess he figured that the aura kill here on the Privateer was worth it. It's going to get the soul tapped plus aura damage. And that will take out this Privateer. So this one, I guess Moles is doing a really good job of keeping his linchpin champion safe. High Warlock all the way over here, and I guess that's another reason you bring the Hunter onto this bridge, right? It's like it takes away this space in the Shrine deployment zone as like a safe haven because the Hunter can just poke at that. Whereas right now, currently Bink's champions are all kind of focused on this area in the Shrine right here. He's not moving that way. Damn it, Bink! Why will you not? Why can you not hear me? Just listen to the voice floating in the back of your mind saying, "Go, be more random, be more aggressive, just be more confounding to your opponent." So down goes the Cleric finally, and then I guess Dervish. I mean, to be fair, he is pushing his way through. Moles is kind of running out of steam. By steam, I mean Nora. Because he's had no fonts for like the last 5 turns, and it's got to be taking its toll. Like he could probably barely afford that Lost Queen. And I mean, at this point, like you could probably just kill that sentry on the Lost Queen just to get it out of the way, you know. I would probably advise taking that Nora Globe with the Appraiser, just because I mean, like the Haunting Spirit itself doesn't matter too much now. Like, and you want to deny the Nora from Moles, so just get that globe, man. It's like good 10 Nora in there, you know. And that one too, yeah. Grab that one with Sentry, and then just start blockading the shrine. Like move the Sentry. Okay, he didn't. he passed the turn to Moles. He didn't even get this globe with the Sentry. I guess he took too long on his turn, and he ran out of time. So that's a shame. Haunting Spirit gonna get that globe. Mole's probably going to deploy on this globe, and he's going to have enough Nora for another champion on the following turn. Just delaying this game. Yeah, oh yeah, there's Polluted Martyr. I really hope Bink doesn't surrender this. I feel like he won't, but it's just... playing against this and not being able to push through into a Forsaken Waste Shrine is kind of a pain sometimes when you're only in the mood for like a shorter game. And you end up queuing into Forsaken Waste's death benefit, and it's like, ugh, great. I gotta spend the next hour killing the same champions over and over again. But Moles goes ahead and fortifies. And meanwhile, High Warlock running away like a Frenchman. And I guess Dervish can sort of follow here. He can move to the back to like this side of the shrine. And just like get in the High Warlock's face, pin it to this wall. And Jix the Shadesworn. Not seen this hero in a bit. He's already down by 17 HP. Just from the aura and from Disease Breath. Damn. He doesn't have an equip yet. I wonder what he's going to get. Shield of Flame. Okay. Shield of Flame is like the premier defensive equipment nowadays for your underdepths. Flame armor is really good on your melee. I've yet to see someone put this on a pincushion. And I'm always dreading the day that it happens because pincushion with flame armor and fire feed in addition to arrow eater is kind of crazy to me. I think I want to try that at some point. But Jix goes ahead and eviscerates that fucking polluted martyr, getting his quest kill off. And this is almost certainly the end of the game here for Moles. Salamen Hunter is probably going to set up, start sniping away, and yep, Bink takes the game. So well played to both, and we'll see everyone in the next one.